Let's see if it holds on to that or not. So for this, let's go. Then let's just start with the most important part right away. Sloppy. Oh. Which is some idol. Yeah. Oh. I definitely sat down too much today. Holy crap. Hello, Athena. How are you doing? Just don't mind me while I'm loading in this idle map for 5 minutes. Could put a WGL on this map. If you want it to last 50 hours, we can, yeah. It's gonna be one hell of a live stream. Could do it though, April Fool's WGL. Just super funky settings. Sounds good to me actually. We're almost under 200 WGL, so I don't know. We'll have to see what we want to do for that. If we want to do something for that. I don't even think anyone else has streamed the WGL in like a year. Because AI and Joey have streamed, but not recently, so it'd just be me. And my streaming schedule is extremely consistent, of course. That's why we have consistent WGLs. People tagging me. Are you excited for Landria tournament though? Oh well, Landria-Style, I should say. Because we're definitely not playing Landria. Fuck no. We've already done that. Landria's old news. We've moved on to a new one. So many games. So many games. Let's have a look for the people that are playing. Let's see, we have actually a pretty high skill average here. I don't know who Dax is, nor who Puncho or SFJ are, but all the other people are pretty good players. These people seem to be a bit newer to the strategic scene. Right, let's have a look at this template. Which I linked the full tournament. So this Landria-Style, for the people who don't know what Landria is, if you take the borders between two bordering territories between two different bonuses, it gives you negative income until you complete both bonuses. It's explained here as well. It's quite a long read if you're participating in the tournament. Just read through this yourself. I can link the tournament so you can have a look. Yeah, very simple. This is a bonus of 3. If you get it fully, of course you get 3 armies. That's normal. If you have 2 territories between 2 bonuses that border, you get -1. So in this case you get -2 because there's 2 territories that border. Here he gets +2. He completes the +3 bonus, has 1 bordering territory to make it +3 and -1, which is 2 of course. Here he gets 5 income from the +5, and then has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different bonuses, or different borders. So that makes an average of 0, and then once you complete the other bonus you get 8 income again. If you've never played it, it will take a little bit of getting used to, but it's not too difficult to understand. The main difference between this and the standard Landria is that this map is just a lot smaller and a lot more compact, so you have a lot more contact early on, basically. And that's something you'll have to be careful of. It's finding safe income somewhere becomes a bit more important. But yeah, you just have to expect a brawl, basically. This is a championship game. I don't know if they said anything. It's GG. Just have a quick run over their picks. So awesome username, I think this is. Yeah. He's the creator of the template. He went with this 1-2 here, which is a fairly excluded +4. Of course, has the big disadvantage of the double border counter directly next to it. But to secure that, if you wanted to start in this one as well, you already start with 1 income down. You have to ask whether or not that's worth it. Then 3-4 in the 3+1 potentially, which I think is probably 1-2 worthy, or 1-3. 5-6, double picking this +5. Fair enough. Now you could double pick this +5 with this territory, for example, because you don't actually get negative income from that. This doesn't border with any of the other starts, so that's fine. There's a 7. Where you 7 at? 7 all the way over there, which is literally just trying to get any form of safe income. It's quite a slow bonus, quite a big bonus, so it is a bit of a risk they're taking there. 8, 9 potential combo for this +5. And 10 down there, okay. And Seraphin goes for this +2, which you can complete with a single pick in contests with pretty much everything around it. 2, 3 on the +1. Try and be there. Is 4 over here. A potential combination with is 1, in case he doesn't see anyone right away. If he does see someone in here, he just has the double border to pressure them, and he can safely complete the +2. There's 5, 6 is also on the +5 combo. 7, 8 on this 4 combo. Now this combo is fairly nicely with this 1, 2. If he misses this 1, this is a bit risky. Otherwise this should work. pretty well. Even if your opponent is there, probably not gonna change much. Then his 9 is mainly to counter his 5-6, or potentially his 2-3 if he lost it. But let's see how they ended up. They both have full income, they shouldn't. Oh no, yeah. They do both have full income, but you see Serpent started with a +1 and still has 5 income, and that's because of this border between these two territories. So it's a -1, makes it a total of +1 and -1, so he gains nothing and keeps his 5 income. And we see here all usernames has quite slow income. This +5 is the best bet, and even that's going to be 2 turns away. Unless he wants to sneak and try this one. Probably not worth it, but we'll see what he does. So now Surfin has taken all these territories, but has not completed the bonus yet. So he actually loses income from this border between these two. And then from the border between this territory and this territory. He's now on 3. As soon as he takes this territory, he completes this bonus. That makes all the negative income go away. So be aware on this template that grouped up income means that if you lose one of the bonuses, you usually lose a lot of income. Because if he loses this 4 now, he also gains an extra penalty point because of this border, right? So he wouldn't just lose 4 income, he would lose 5 income in that case. So you want to be a bit careful with that. But this template definitely forces you to have your bonuses closer together. So usernames completes his +5, Serpent takes a +3. So now it's more income, but does have a double border on him. And most likely his best plan of attack is to blockade at least this territory, because that's a lot of negative points if his bonus gets broken, and maybe try to get rid of this territory as well. Just to avoid as much negative income as possible when he gets broken. Actually opts to defend both and deploy over there. Okay. Interesting. That is brave indeed. So now you see blockades coming in, some to... So this blockade is simply to stop purple from completing the bonus, and the blockades over here were to not get the negative income from the fact that he's also in this territory. And that will be a big part of his template. We'll go over the card settings in a bit. But playing with the cards and blockading when necessary is very important in this. You save yourself a lot of income by doing so. Our username is not going to break this. So he probably wants to take this +5 next turn. He waits another turn, okay. Don't know if I can agree to that, okay. And there he goes. So the reason he already blockades here is he's moving his stack to the side to get a good counter on the +5 and be able to move to this territory, which like triple borders both +5, so it's super strong. But he knows if he just abandons this, his opponent can walk in for free, he will get a lot of negative income and his opponent will border him. So he just gets rid of it immediately to deter all usernames from taking the territories and not take the penalty points from the borders. You can see his income jumping from 9, then he loses 3 income because he blockades the bonus, and then he gets, let's see, from this one to this is 1 penalty point, this one to this is a second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7, 8. So he lost 8 income from the borders and 3 from the bonus, is 11 income in total. So it's actually, it shows 0 because Warzone cannot give you income below 0, but he's actually on -2 income right now. And then he blockades and his border penalty points disappear and his income goes back up again. Yeah, this is a very tough position for all usernames. Not really anything he can do here. Because even if all usernames manages to prevent Serpent from taking this territory by taking it himself and defending it, he still gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 income penalty from that simply for holding the territory. So he would be on 8. And he would probably still lose in the long run, because then there's a free double border on with +5 in the south. So yeah, that's the basic gist tournament. Definitely suggest reading this little explanation panel if you aren't familiar with Landria. Look. Oh, yeah, I was about to say, did the WGL already end? What did I miss? There we go. There we go. Dave, awesome username himself as well. Oh wait, no, all usernames was taken made this though. Yeah, not awesome on username. And then for the settings, it's mainly the card settings that are important. You start with 5 territories or 4 armies, so you can take for free without having to deploy. And all neutrals are 2, even the in distribution ones. You have a reinforcement card for 5 armies, 3 pieces. You have an order priority card, which you cannot gain back, you just have 1 for the rest of the game. If you use it, it's gone. You get a gift card in 8 pieces. You get at least 1 piece per turn as long as you take a territory, and you start with 2 gift cards in total. And you have blockade cards, and you get at least 1 piece per turn. They are 3 pieces per card. And you start with 4 blockade cards. So you start with quite a lot of cards in your arsenal to blockade and gift your opponent to manipulate the income. You get up to 3 card pieces per turn, which will be 1 gift, 1 blockade, 1 reinforcement. This doesn't really matter. It's normal fog, and other than that I think everything is fairly basic. Cyclic, 0% straight round. You can do all the fancy moves. Yep, that's basically it. So keep the cards in consideration. They play a big part and doing well on this map. Then we might as well talk about another map that has recently appeared, which is a combination of the efforts of, I believe, Rufus and Lionheart. I think Lionheart made the map and Rufus start of the concept. So it's a map where the bonuses change depending on what color you choose. So you can choose red, green or blue. And if you hold the green castle, this is all your bonuses. So you get 3 income for this area, 2 income for that. Fairly logical, but there's no bonus links you can click on, so this is the only way you can see them. Then for red, if you go, for example, look at this, you have a 3 and a 2 here for green. If you are in the red castle, it actually is different. You have a 5 of +5 bonus here and a +4 bonus there, which is quite a bit different from the green one. And if you are in the blue castle, you have a different +5 and then 2 +3s to the side. If you hold 2 castles, it shows here. If you hold both green and blue, you get -50. So don't go for 2 castles, just hold your own castle and then it's good. Unless maybe late game you can take over the castle of your enemy and then blockade it the next turn and then he's stuck on no income. It's a very cool new ID. And it allows for a different type of gameplay where you and your opponent aren't going for the same bonuses, aren't going for the same objectives on the map. And it's also trying to see what you think is the best expansion option for your color, while also being able to blockade the main points of income from the other 2 colors. So it's a really cool concept, it's really nice. Let's highlight it. And the other thing I wanted to highlight is we have a Warzone podcast now. I think they have 4 episodes at the moment. Let me see if I can find the... There we go. Search deploy commits. Warzone podcast. Give it a listen. It's this guy talks with different members from the community about their Warzone experience and how they found the game and all that kind of stuff. And it's just a nice little listen if you don't have anything to do for a while. Yeah, the episodes are fairly short, so you don't have to commit to like 2.5 hours of content or something. They fit pretty easily in your lunch or whatever. So search, deploy, commit. They're available on a lot of stuff, Jesus. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Overcast, Amazon Music, jeez. And a lot of them that I've never even heard of. Also on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. So basically anywhere where you would normally listen to your podcast, they can be found. So give them a little listen. I can speak. Because they're doing good work, they're also doing it for free because I love the community, so give them the love they deserve, I would say. Then we have 4 more minutes. Did someone just decline? Did that just go up? It did go up. Eddie, I saw that you had joined, mate, and then you left. I saw it. Shame on this hamster. Shame on this hamster, I say. I'm always wondering how many people check open tournaments on a day. I'm sure multiplayer tournaments or multi-day tournaments fill up properly, but it's pretty difficult to fill up the real-time ones. Now I could also make more advertisements for it, to be fair. Which I didn't do yet in the official Discord, which probably doesn't help. Let's see, you're not on 196, you're on 197. African Republic, Landria-Style. There we go, because that's probably a bit better. I know this is probably not the most popular template. Landria templates and INSS templates usually don't do as well as just the classics. And I was fairly late with announcing it, so we'll see. I think I announced it on like Thursday or something. Yeah, Thursday. Ready, American. Right. Still 21 spaces available. That's not a lot of people for 250 coins, mate. That's a lot of free coins. You hope you win. I hope you win too, Marcus. That would be nice. Otherwise, Alex would be very disappointed. I mean, I think he would cry, to be honest. I think it would be devastating for him. It is a very generous price, isn't it? That's the advantage of not streaming for a month, 2 months, and then saving up coins all the time. How are you doing, awesome username? And how are you doing, Marcus, by the way? Hope you're doing well. Been a while? I've not been very active, so... Oh, the tournament has started. Have I been? I've been okay, Just been chilling, enjoying the weather, playing some different games in Warzone at the moment, so... I've honestly not played this game very much lately. People who get me on the seasonal must not be very happy, because I basically play at 3-day speed every single turn. Which it may be a bit toxic, but what are you gonna do, mate? Yeah, good luck, Marcus, an awesome username. Immediately a very strong matchup. I have every single pick congregated in the same area. I mean, this +1 destroys this +2 and still has control over the +4 as well, so I think you have to go for it. I actually like this +5 second pick. Second option. Good income, relatively quick to get. And you will see if your opponent is in here before you can complete this bonus. 6 isn't bad, probably a tad bit too large. You're not a strong matchup, you're terrible. Nah, mate. You have to believe in yourself. Yeah, bruv, come on. Gotta be strong. Can't say that you're weak, Marcus, come on. The only thing that's weak about you, Marcus, is that fucking mindset of yours. You should come in there ready to destroy, to win. Should I have another pick there? Yeah, exactly. It's all about the mindset and the grind set. That's why people are jealous of masters, of course. They don't have the mindset. I do like it, actually, that one. Could take this 5 in 2 turns, complete it 3 the turn after. You know what they say, Marcus. Turn that mindset into a grind set. And if you don't do that, You're really just holding yourself back, that's it. I don't know about the last picks, I'm just putting them down because... Yes, it's been wonderful weather here the last few days, so I hope it's been the same for everyone. Because we do need something positive these days, because holy crap. The world is struggling. So I made it a 32 player tournament. Not enough players joined to fill up a 16 player tournament, so it automatically turns it into that, which I actually do like. It's very good. Very good indeed. Is Athena's child still playing, by the way, or did she leave? Oh no, she's still here. Ooh, that's that's a rough matchup. Good luck versus this totally unknown player that no one knows who it is. Who could the mysterious player from Lithuania be? And Dom got a buy. So from the well-known players in the community, Mr. Dance and Athena's child are facing off right away. Pavlovsky and Dom will face off in the quarterfinals, probably, barring any upsets. Marcus and Awesome using the name are already in a fight, and Mian and May shall have a fight next game. So it's pretty well distributed actually. Outside of Dance, Athena's child, which should probably have split over. Relatively balanced tournament. My guy's not here, is he? Mr. Tax, are you here, my man? Let's see, less than 15 minutes ago, that doesn't say much though. Does it still say that when you're online, or does it just say online right by now? No, it says less than 15 minutes. Let's just have a little talk about the most exciting thing to come to Warzone soon, of course. Fizzer's mind-blowing update. What is it gonna be? What do we think? It was apparently first in the map making section, and then it was moved over to the general forum, so people think it might have something to do with maps. Everyone's just talking about how the music is turned off. Yeah. Yeah, if you play Warzone with the music and the sounds, you are an absolute psychopath. There's no way to talk to you normally. Just play it silently, you listen to some YouTube or music on the background. 3D maps is something Fizzer at some point mentioned. I think it was during a Q&A. It would be cool, although I think a built-in map designer, or at least largely making a process built-in, would be better. Like, having to do bonus links and such in Inkscape has always been kind of weird to me. I don't see why that would be necessary. Map layers, 3D maps. Could be bigger maps, it's not mind-blowing. New type of bonus system you can create yourself. Fizzer doesn't have to do that. It's just a lot of work, to be fair. He could make these types of bonus systems easier to make. It would be cool to have 3D maps though. Have them on a globe. Just reading what people are seeing. More clues, more clues, more clues. Yeah. Full account deletion and also lets you wipe your forum posts. Maybe. She just ghost. I actually don't even know what the law is on it. If you should be able to delete your presence from a website. You should be able to delete your data if you don't want it there anymore, I think. Yep, my guy booted. He gone. He didn't show up. He didn't want the coins. Oh, we're up against Frosch Koning. Konig? Konig, not Koning. So I guess Knave also booted, I would guess. I don't know, but let's have a look. This is a +4. Oh, these are 2 territories. Okay. Okay, that's a pretty nice starting position. Then there's this absolute mess over here. A relatively safe +4 down there. I think I just want to be over there to control the +3 in case I start in it. Don't really want to start there, that's negative income. Do like this, but expansion from here is so slow from this +4. I think it's still worth it though. And maybe 5, 6 right there. If I don't get my 1, this might become a tough game. But what's the worst that can happen? What's the worst that can happen? If I get my 1, I also get my 10. Don't know. I got 1, he gets 2, 3, I get 4, 5, he gets 6, 7. Oh no, I get 8, 9. He has to get the first pick for me to get 10th. There we go. Jesus Christ. Wait, Fizzer gave a clue in this thread, did he? I don't know if he did, or people are just talking about getting a clue. So all the fucking conspiracy theories. Fix the custom scenario builder, yeah. Could use some work. Get the cost of mega games. They're quite expensive to be fair. In-game chat is still cursed and takes minutes to load everything. It does in big games. I don't know what Fizzer can do to fix that, to be fair. Personal notes and multi-day. In a 1v1, in a 2v2 or in a team game, this just happens by communicating. On a 1v1, if you make it a team game with teams of 1, it's basically a 1v1. But you will have your team chat, so you can use that as notation block. Just for people who want personal notes in a multi-day match. Clan cap, yeah, I'm not a fan of clan cap. Find someone else to do community tab events. PS is now being ignored for several months. Probably true. I actually never look at it, but that's probably true. PS has his own little streamer community where he does all kinds of wonderful stuff, but Warzone is no longer a part of it. And 14 Nations Cup 2021 AWP Tour. MTL promotion relegation needs 35. It's not that far behind, is it? Needs another update. Have I become the manliest man in the world, or in the West? This is completely and utterly new to me, but wouldn't describe myself as a manly man. Oh. Oh, this is a mess. Yeah, okay. How are you doing, Mr. Footchat? And stop shitting on your feet, mate. Do I know all of his picks? Did he make like the same picks as me? Fuck. Very similar. Yeah, it's been a while since I was streaming, so I understand the confusion on your end completely. You're still in your first game. Well, good luck. If you pull off the win, it's good. You're watching the last Stranger Things episode. I have not watched a single episode of Stranger Things in my life. How's that? How's that? I know it's extremely popular, but I haven't done it. Then again, I think it's a Netflix series, and I don't have Netflix. That does make things a bit more difficult. You're not playing Paladins, is that what I'm hearing here for chat? Oh, Marcus. Marcus, you numpty, why are you getting booted from your bloody promotion relegation league games? Group C2. I mean, Hercule might stop and Octane might stop, but that would only promote people from B over. These people are all going still. I mean, with 3-3 promoting, it seems pretty impossible. Yeah, you need to be top of your group to promote. 3-3 is usually easily enough to stay in your group though, Marcus, so don't worry. Do not worry, my friend. You can survive. Never heard of this person before. Okay, little one tappy. Interesting. Why did he do that though? That's a weird move. Deploy 2 there. We should deploy 2 more over here to get that, so we can deploy 3 over there. 5, okay. I can't take that Can make 5 out of that, which sucks for me. If I take him out of there, does that actually help me? Probably not. is back. Next to very try to take him out. We're still going in the first round. It's still Athena's child, and that's the only first round that's still going on. Good choice of map. I can guess who won then. Friday Con, is that the one and only Con man who once again has changed his username? Is it him? Let's see, I mean he has how much? He has 9, right? Yeah, he does. He full deploys there, but he doesn't have that much to move around in. We'll see. How are you doing, Con? It has been a while. Con. Love me some Con. What do I want to do with this though? Attack this, attack that, complete. Okay, almost full deploys, it's fine though, who cares? F8 now. That's all I need, okay. Yeah, good, nice man, nice. How is life in South Africa at the moment? In the middle of winter, aren't you? What did he just take, actually? 6 out of 9, so he deployed 3, so he might have taken this one. But then he would only have 8 income. Just watch rugby, so it's good. Oh, he couldn't be there. It's cold here though. What is cold though, Con? Because my experience with people from like these types of countries is when they say it's cold, they mean like it's 15 degrees Celsius. Which isn't exactly cold, I would say. Put 8 out of 14, so you put 4 somewhere else. That's a weird number, okay. That is a very weird number, actually. Yeah, this map definitely is a bit getting used to compared to standard Landria. Why would you attack? He's making such weird moves and they're actually working out for him. He made like really bad moves all game long and it just worked out. fuck? Hmm. Okay, that seems unlucky that he got that one then. Oh. Give me my picks. Oh no, it's 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Fair enough. Okay. Oh yeah, one less income, that's why the discrepancy was there. I don't know about this one though. That's such a stupid move to make. Oh well. Oh well. Info has leaked it is related to Idol. Nah, it's not. It's not, Mike. Let's see. We have awesome username versus Marcus. 8 degrees is fairly cold. Okay, Con, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. That might be like long short better. Or long pants. Long shorts is probably exists, but it sounds like a bit of a contradictus. What is it again? Contradictus in termino. Oh yeah, what a cluster fuck you guys have. To a very obvious one too, probably. And then this entire mess where you somehow want to be in but not have everything. Let's see, awesome username 123, yep. Seems fairly logical. 5, 6. Oh, there's a 6. Oh, down there. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Try to get something in or around here. And then just a 10 down there. You miss your 1 though if you get your 10, don't you? So I don't know if that 10 is the strongest, but I also don't know what the bloody F you would pick otherwise. So I don't think it matters. I think pick 1 to 3 are fairly set here, the rest is just how you want to play around this mess over here. I have 1, 2, okay. 3, 4. I don't like leaving this one out. I don't like picking this as 5th, it's useless if you don't get your first pick. I suppose Marcus is willing to risk just missing out on all picks in his +6, and you can't really do anything about that if that happens, because there's just a transfer coming in from here to there. So you're not gonna do anything about it either. Curious. Okay, so Marcus actually has the best initial income opportunity. Awesome username has a potential better income situation with this +4, but that's only if you can make these 2 territories safe. Let's see what they do. Marcus should be playing a order priority card. Oh, he isn't going for the +3. Yeah, of course. He doesn't know that Awesome Username doesn't have all 4 territories in here. So he has to attack the +6 to prevent it from happening, and then it's game over, because he gets eliminated from the only, or from the best spot he had to contest with Awesome Username. I like that this is still a fairly, yeah, he's on both sides, so Awesome Username would have had to guess if he had all 4 there. That is quite unfortunate for Marcus there. And I don't think he's gonna get back on top. Look at our disadvantages stack. Jesus. I hope he blockades that. Try to steer Awesome Username away. No. Okay, distract over there. You're kinda setting yourself up for a free triple border, Marcus. But okay. It's a bold strategy for sure. Let's see if it pays off. I somehow highly doubt it, but we'll see. I don't know. How many cards does Marcus still have left? That's the question here. Still 3 blockade cards left, so he can blockade like all of these. I think you have to abandon the +5 here and try to break the +2 in exchange. It's difficult though, you're just in such a lost position effectively. Because you also don't really want to lose that double border on your +3. Oh, and he doesn't out delay either. Yep. Yeah, that is. Going for the +5 was already risky. I understand that he didn't feel like he could do much else. It was honestly probably lost at after turn 1. That's because Marcus didn't know whether or not Awesome Username had all 4 picks in this +6. Had he known, he could have just taken a +3 turn 1 and avoid elimination over here. And then he probably would have won, but the lack of intel here cost him the game. Alright, unfortunate for Marcus, but GG to Awesome Username. Let's look at Mr. Dance versus Athena's Child. What do they have? Jesus Christ, once again a massive cluster and 1 big bonus. Okay. And another one in this +4, but that one's not as good. The +1 you can literally start in as well. I think you want 1, 2 in this +1, 3 over here in this +4. And then you're gonna have to think about what to do next. Maybe 4 even in this +1. And then just... such a sucky situation. What did Athena's Child pick? 1 there, 2 there, 3 there. A line once. What? A line. One over there, 2 there, 3 there, which is fair. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so trying to get a pick and a +5 and then a +4. Okay, so what would be the best here? This +5 is probably too slow to be viable. I'm afraid if you end up with like 4, 5, 7 here or something, you just not, like that's 3 picks wasted probably. Let's see what he chose. The 1 and the 4. Okay. And the 2 and the +5. Okay, so he does want to save +5. Mid game probably. 3, 4, 5, 6. Potentially securing, at least trying to get it behind each other so you have safety. Can't be eliminated in one turn, you can transfer to yourself to keep it safe. Try to build a lineup like that. Okay. 7, 8, 9, 10 just to contest the +1 area. Okay, so Tina's child starts with additional income, but if Dance can hold on, they should definitely have the long-term advantage with the +5 and the +4 here. Now Tina actually has a free +4 here as well. Unfortunate that Boganagon was the pick they prioritized most, because now it will take a long time before they can complete it. For Tina, it's probably the best to just transfer these two and form one stack, and then maybe even full deploy, take that. It will give you -2 income for a turn. You can probably eliminate next turn, or at least not get a double border, and then just move here to complete this. You don't know if he's here, so I could understand if you sit still. And Dance probably just wants to start working on his +4. Avoid elimination there. I'm not certain what Athena's trying to do there though. Because if you split your armies up like that, you're likely to maybe get one territory, but you're unlikely to get both, right? Because if they want to defend here, or at least ensure that they stay alive, they just defend one territory hard, probably, rather than both territories a little bit. So I'd probably have attacked this territory a lot more, and this one pretty weakly if I wanted to do this. I don't even know if I would have gone for this. Although you do put a lot of pressure on him like this. He's now about to be eliminated from 3 areas, cannot complete his bonus. Let's see. Okay, it's not the worst, not the worst. So Dance completes the +4. Athena wipes him from the west though. And Dance very cleverly tapped here so Athena doesn't have the leftover. That's in a useful place. Also knows that this +4 is now empty, so can expand there as well. Dance can only take this +5. Okay, now it's looking fairly decent for Tina's child, I would say. Definitely needs to go down next. I would take Brienne next, with the intention of checking out the +5 and going into Yalinga. Oh yeah, you have this connection over here like this. I've forgotten about that already. So Dance can actually contest with the +4 Athena has. It's not just a free +4. Okay, I don't know if taking this +2 is worth it, but it won't kill you either. Ooh. I would honestly just ignore this. I don't see what you gain by getting him out of here. If he takes this territory over from you, he just gets a -1 for 1 turn. You're not even close to being eliminated. You can always blockade this. I don't think you should deploy here at all. Just full deploy on Bria. Even if you don't intend to break the +5, just at least to guarantee you keep the territory and can complete the +2. I don't think the blockade here in the south serves any purpose, honestly. Okay, yeah, that's good. That is a Ripperoni. I'm actually surprised the game still continues. What's going on over here, mate? What's going on over here? Oh, and then you no longer want to attack big, because that already fucked you over last turn. Unfortunate turn, he actually could have done some damage back there, but no, it's not gonna work. Still equal in income, but I don't know, this stack can just move back, no issue. This 4, yeah. It's a bit of a gamble, or what they each are gonna do. This is also the issue, I guess are you gonna give up the +4, are you gonna defend it? What do you actually want to do here? Same for Athena, do you dare to blockade this after this turn? In case you run into a stack and you blockade the rest of your armies away? What are your options here? Okay, Dance actually heavily expands in the southwest. Kinda surprised about that, but okay. Might not have seen the connection over there, I don't know. 6 versus 8. Dance with a bigger stack advantage, but a positionally a slightly weaker position, I would say. It's attacking this one, I get it, you just want to make the right gamble, but considering he already has a stack here, your attack is always vulnerable to him moving his stack back, so I don't know if it's ideal. If you think you can out-delay him, you could try to attack late from there or something. It's difficult because he has a stack here. If he's going to deploy, he's going to deploy in the south probably, and then pincer you there, so there's just not much you can do there to break him. And then him getting the triple border on your +5/6. Yeah, that's inevitable, I think. Now come the blockades and he like triples his income. Decent gifts from both, they both reduce each other's income by that gift. But then the +5 gets broken. And I don't think you're already behind on income. Like half the income. You already had a stack of 4 here, so I think you just have to full deploy and hope they fuck up, because they spread out. They're definitely gonna break the spread, right? You already barely have enough income to make a full stack and defend, let alone to spread out and defend against any attack that's coming your way. Seven versus 3. GG, well done to Dance. That was a very sticky situation. But he definitely pulled through. If it wasn't for this connection here between Bangui and what's this? Bambuti, probably would have been lost for dance after turn 2, but because of that connection he was actually fine. See, oh, already a semi-final that's over. Let's have a look at Dom versus Pavlovsky. A bit more of a spread out board this time, let's go. Can still go for this +2, this +1 is a bit of an eyesore for it though. I still think this +2 is fairly strong. Double pick and a +5 looks good, double pick and a +3 obviously is amazing. Even though you can get a triple border on it in turn 1. Yeah, there's just more in the east going on. The last 2 games we looked at everything was in the west. It's just all this +6 and this +5. Yeah, if you can just, yeah, if you have to be in this +3, I think, because this +2 can be counted from the north, or pressure directly from there. Maybe like 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe even spread it 1, 2, 3, 4 maybe. And then the rest around here, probably. +4 is still fairly decent here as long as you can guarantee this one. You could actually go like 2, 3 or something like that. Because it's a +4 in 2 turns. Just decent. Why are all the people with similar colors playing each other? Just have different colors. Come on. So Dom goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so he goes for both the quick incomes without deploying. Leaves himself fairly vulnerable to a center counter here. Positionally, someone having this pick would be very weak. Would leave him very weak, but at the same time he doesn't have to deploy to get any income in 2 different bonuses. 5, 6, 5, 6 on the 5 with a 7 as a counter to it. Fair enough. 8 in a +4, which we already said is a decent combo with a 1. Can be either 15 or 16 territories to pick from. What is the settings for the picks? 75, 57 wastelands on the side of 2, okay. And the distribution mode is not Bangui. Which is a custom distribution mode, isn't it? Which means it can't be that one, but Bangui is the capital city. Could be. I'm not very familiar with my African capital or Central African, Sub-Saharan African capitals, I should say. Bangui. So Bangui is never in the pick set itself. And then what else is the pick set? Is it just completely random otherwise? Because not every bonus has a pick in it. Having a bonus worth 0 armies per turn in the distribution would be silly. I suppose, but it is a strategically pretty decent territory, right? It can assist in the +5, it can assist in the +4. It's a fairly good, like, territory to have, a connection to hold. I don't know if it's necessary to start in it, but it would be interesting to see how that impacts the templates. But you did the testing, I assume, so if this worked out better, then we'll keep it like this. A 9 Canada counter is 5/6, I would assume. Could be an FTB with his 5/6 as well. And then a 10, because if he gets his 10, he cannot have gotten his 9, so it's definitely a counter. And Pavlevsky goes 1, 2, 3, 4. So Pavlevsky is gonna try to get a +3 and is willing to sacrifice the +2 for it. And what Dom is trying to do is much more willing to split it. He actually prefers the 5 and the 3 and then 6, 7 over there. To get a double board at turn 2 and just fuck around, I suppose. It's definitely... yeah, it can definitely work. You have to play it right though. It's much more about your active play here rather than getting one of these territories and having a bit more passive play. With more limited moves. 8 over there. Feels a bit late, but maybe it's fine. And then 9, 10 in this combo. If you miss your 9, what is your 10 gonna do? Unless you also miss your 3, 4. If your opponent has your 3, 4, 8, 9, sure. Hello, Farah. Mr. Newbie Noob. The next person to run the clinic, right? Right, Farah? In it. How's everything in the north, Farah? Are you guys still alive, or have you been erased by earthquakes by now? So Dom got the +2. Pavlov got the +3, okay. This is difficult for Pavlovsky, because the fact that they share this is good for him, but then he has a second pick down there that he can't really do anything with. I suck. Why do I suck? Your face sucks. Bloody people named after wine. And Dom actually has a lot more safe income with his +4 over here. So I definitely like Dom's position better. He has a bit more options for income, whereas Pavlovsky can only counter through here, and he has to hope on an eliminating Dom from here. If he can do that, he might still have a chance. Better than in the south. Is it though? Is it really? We're living the life here in the south, mate. Even radical farmers. I like how the farmers are trying their hardest to lose all sympathy they could have gotten. The Netherlands has a north-south divide. Yeah, and it's not... The Netherlands has a lot more than that. Hold on, let me show you. Netherlands. Okay, this is perfect English. No, that's fine. So like we have a river. Rivers that run like above Limburg here. So literally these 3 provinces in the south are south, and the rest could be considered north, but then only like these 3 are considered north. Yeah. So we don't just have a north-south, we have south, we have the north. You have Randstad, which is these provinces in the west, which is just full of people and therefore awful. And then you have this emptiness in the east, which is full of cows and therefore awful. So that's why the north and the south tend to fight out who's the best part of the Netherlands. Because in the north they have cool shit like a language no one understands and earthquakes. And in the south we have cool shits like Germans on our beaches and drug-related crimes. So now you know more about the Netherlands. But other than that, our country is amazing, don't worry about it. Oof, the one tap that comes too late. Were the farmers really that much in Friesland though? I thought they were a little bit further south, weren't they? Or was that where the main protest was happening? Ooh, both use their priority card for that. Okay then. Very sneaky. That's dangerous. Okay. Okay, Dom also risked some stuff there. So Pavlovsky takes the 5, has much better income, has first order, but also has quite a lot less armies there, and has to be careful that he doesn't give up his 4. So it might actually be best if he takes this, to keep double bordering the +4, still keep bordering this 4, and actually take some income away. That might be more beneficial than taking one of these territories over here. But we will see. Takes the +4 and Dom doesn't seem to be too interested in, well, completing this +4 or blockading anything by the looks of it. Jesus Christ. Levski also takes a 3. So Dom on 3 income, not great. Yeah, I wouldn't advise doing that again, Dom. That kinda hurts. It just hurts to watch. Alright, game over. I don't know if Dom forgot that it was Landria-Style or what happened. But he was very happy to take all territories here that border him. Maybe he didn't want to blockade it. Too much red wine for him, okay. Fair enough. Enjoy your red wine, Dom. Let's see. Rufus versus Pavlovsky already has ended. We definitely have this one. A little bit better spread. This map is just so like West picks heavy, because there's just more territories there in the end, let's be honest. This +4 is okay, but it gets kind of fucked by this one. This +5 is an FTB, but has also 4 picks around it that will mess it up. This +2 seems fairly okay. Even that has 2 counters to it. Jesus Christ, what a painful map. I suppose this +3 can be an FTB, but do you want that? I don't like this map. Oh god, there's nothing nice at all here. Let's just see what they did. Swash went for the 1 in the +2, which is fair enough. 2, 3 in the 4, okay. 4 in a combo with a 2. And the 5 there as well, so that kind of combos a 2 and also allows you to go for this +4. Six, 7. The rest is mainly positioning. 6 is to have something in the 5. Try to have a look at this +3, which could be an FTB. 7 potential combo, potential counter to the 2-3. 8 and 9 could be a combo to go for the +6 if you would know most of your enemies' starting positions, and you can see the +5. And then the 10. I don't really know what the 10 is doing here, to be honest. Counter the 2-3. You get your 10-6. Possibly, but also your 10-5 is also possible. Yeah, I don't know about that 10. Other than that, it's okay. What does awesome username do? 1 over there, 2 there, 3, 4. Yeah, this is the only real safety you can build, is getting all 3 of these picks. Of course, you risk getting 2 picks and like taking a Gnuffone income turn 1. 5-6 on the +6 as well, okay. 7 on the 1, 8 for potential FTB on the +3, or just to counter the other 2. 9 in the 4, now I should time your 10 is over here. Is it to counter like a potential 1-4 combo or something? Slow income, just have any form of income. I mean, you potentially lost out on your 6, 7, 8 or something, so I don't know if you're gonna be able to get that income. I don't know if this time functions properly either. You might, or you've lost your 2 and then you lost this combo. There's a lot of things your opponent can have. It gives him income quicker than you can get with a +5. But in the end, awesome username gets all the stuff in the east. And Frosh is basically only in the west. With 1 pesky territory over there. It's looking pretty good for awesome username based on picks, I would say. Although Frosh has a bit more opportunities to get income with a +2 and this +4 available. All awesome username has to do is take this territory, Bossembele, and it's probably game over. And Frosh King also cannot block this in time. He cannot take Bangui in time to block the +4 being completed. So it looks pretty good for awesome username here. What's Frosh doing? What is this? What the actual frick is this move? What? Is he setting himself up to take the +4 next turn? Is that what's trying to do? Oh, that's a weird move to me, but okay. I mean, he must be. Oh, did he not have the income to even take it? He didn't, did he? Yikes. Yikes. Ooh, losing the +6 like that actually leaves the +6 fairly open for awesome username, but I don't expect him to go for it there. So assume you just go down here, right? Oh yeah, I do actually try to go for the +6, okay. Okay then. Then suddenly a +4 there is threatened. I suppose he gets the +6, so it works, but it could have been a bit of a risk. That was unnecessary. Now he has the income there, there's nothing really Frosh can do anymore. Just gets more income and it's just over. Frosh can keep ramming his armies, but it's not gonna change anything. Especially since his triple border is about to come up. Nope, it's not gonna be the triple border. Okay. Why he decided to take this one first, I'm not certain. That is brave to just make that attack. Even if it succeeds, you still lose a lot of armies from that, or a lot of income. So I don't know if that's... Yeah, it's probably lost after you got eliminated. From here... That's because he didn't have the armies to complete his +4. Six income here. If he took this one, he would have had 5, but he also only would have needed 5 to complete a +4. Now he saved himself an army by taking this territory instead of just taking this. So he has 6 income, but he can't actually complete a bonus now. So he actually in the long term is slower. So it would have been better to just take Boganda here. Especially if you're gonna give up this territory anyways in turn 3. Yeah. It's just not ideal like this. You wasted armies taking a territory that was of no use to you. So you're saving 1 income here by not taking this territory, not taking this connection. But you waste more armies by taking this territory over and then blockading it next turn than that 1 army that you would have lost on income. So it's just a net loss. And then it also costs you, because you don't take a territory that's useful to you, it costs you an extra bonus in turn 3. So you could have had this turn 3 and then you would have had 5 more income than he had now. So it would have been on 11. Still would have lost this, but he would have already been on 11 at the end of this turn. And then you can just like press on hard towards the +6 or something here, or towards the +4. By taking this. Now you open up your move set already, or your whatever you want to do, your plans in turn 3, and now you had this turn 3, which wasn't aggressive or anything. You could have appeared here with 11 armies already this turn, had you played it properly the previous turn, and then you would have broken the +4, which would have made this a very even game probably. Although a blockade here and here, and then a +2. Also, username still would have had a 6, 1, and 2, so he still would have had income advantage over the 4-2. But definitely would have taken his +4 for nothing. So a little bit of inefficiency on Frosh's sides here, because it's not a big thing it seems, and it seems fairly logical to take this territory instead of this one to save yourself the income. But it's actually a net loss, and in this case, at the end of turn 2, it actually cost him 5 income. And a lot of armies that are out of position. It basically delays in a full turn, so it's quite heavy. It's quite painful in the end. And then we have Dance versus Pavlovsky. Look at this single poor pig all alone. I smell. JK. JK. Language, young man. Language. What's wrong with you? I'm from the southern Netherlands, so I smell like lovely cheese. And beer. It's perfect. Aren't you from like Nijmegen, JK? Disgusting. I mean, this is such an obvious first pick. It's so safe. Nothing can contend it. Closer to Gorkum. I mean, you don't come from Gorkum, so it's fine, but literally the only reason people know Gorkum is because, like, the top 3 longest traffic jams of the country are there every single day. Fuck Gorkum. Fuck Gorkum. I hate Gorkum. Once again, this +2 is decent. Could even combine it with a +4 here. The A15 and the A27, yes. What's your Gorkum? Gorkum is just a city name. Or is it even a city? How many people live in Gorkum? Boringum. Populatie. 36,682 people live there. I mean, this is like a village, not a city, but yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this city literally doubles in population every morning and every evening when the traffic jams are there. I would not be surprised at all. So yeah, there are these 2 lovely highways that cross over here, and there's this beautiful, what we call the Dutch Klaverblad kruising, a clover crossing. Because you see this picture, right? It looks lovely on the left. Yeah, it looks nice, looks nice. And then you realize that this is just one big traffic jam constantly. Because it's one of the few points where you can cross the river from the south to the north. So everything from like Breda, Tilburg that needs to go to Utrecht goes there. A lot of traffic to Rotterdam goes there. Even, and I think anything from like center northern Netherlands that needs to go to Antwerp also goes through there. It's just disgusting. So don't be fooled by this. This is fake. Okay, this is not what it looks like. There's cars here. Normally the traffic jam goes over here, up this house, like that. Then I circle around this house, over that little bridge right there. Traffic jam around the fountain, all around the city lake, on the street, up the tower, over the bridge. You see now this is propaganda. This doesn't exist. Yeah, traffic jam inside the fountain. This doesn't exist, okay? There's never been this few cars over this bridge. This is Dutch propaganda, don't fall for it. Normally this field of grass filled with cars. This boat filled with cars. Cars in this fountain normally. Cars around and in this fountain. I don't know what this is just a random place. This is Latin for strength, traffic jams, strength. Just so you know. The strength of and for traffic jams. Oh, well, bravery, traffic jams, strength. There you go. And this is then where you get out. This is the bottleneck of the city. This fits one tiny car. So yeah, this is why the traffic jam is there. But if someone made a map of it with traffic jams anywhere, that's gonna be a lot of turns for that. Yeah, obvious first pick. This +5 once again looks decent this time, can't really be countered. You want to be around this +3, I don't think you want to go for it. And this +2 is probably something you want to be at. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the rest just blocking stuff around here. Yeah, fun fact actually, most people that are born in Groningen never leave the city because they just can't. They literally just, it's impossible for them, they can't. They're just stuck. They're also all like triplets or something, so there's already traffic jam in the womb. Just to get used to it. So Pavlov goes for Pavlovsky. Pavluski. No, it's not Pavlovsky, it's Pavluski. Goes for the 1-2 here. For the +2, okay, I don't think it's worth sacrificing the 4-4, okay. Where the hell does this man 3? Oh, over there. Controlling the +3, potential income for the 4. Could check out the +5 as well, okay. A 4 over there, which is definitely too late. 5, 6, 7 for the +5. Okay, ambitious. He picks the weaker pick in the +1s. He voluntarily picks the +1 that would get a double border over the other one as first pick. That confuses me, but okay. 9 over there could be a combo with a 7 maybe, other than that. Not gonna do much from there, and then it's 10 over there, which would always counter as 8. Fair enough. Still think they should be turned around, so aye. So Mr. Don's obviously first pick there. I think that's mandatory in this one. 2-3 is also fairly logical. He's 4 over there, it's 3 income, you can probably complete it. Fair enough. 5 in the same place, controlling the +3, the +5, potential income mid-game. 6 as either a counter or a combo with his 4, also fine. A 7, 8 for the +5 potentially, he doesn't have to worry too much about it. He's very likely to get his 3 and or 4. Where's your 9? Oh, your 9 is in the +5. Okay, and then the 10 up there. Yeah, I don't think there's much value in here. So both players not really picking it is fine. Yeah, and this pick is definitely stronger than this one. So don't know why I would voluntarily go for the double border. So let's have a look. Dance obviously gets the 1 over there. They split this, the +2. And there's no one in the +3, so Pawluski has a bit of an issue now. His only reliable source of income is going to be this +1. It's not a lot. You cannot assume this +5 is safe. In fact, you know it isn't safe. You know about both of these picks. Woo! Woo! Thank you for the follow. Is it Popo or Roppo? Popo. 24680. That is a lot of times too. Thank you for the follow, good sir. I hope you have a good day. Haven't seen you in chat yet, but who knows. So yeah, Dance has a bit more. You can go for the +3, you can go for the +5. He of course has a very safe +4 here. We'll have to see how he plays it with his +5 because he knows about Pawluski over there. Can't spam notifications by unfollowing and then refollowing. I think that's automatic, isn't it, for Twitch, and it doesn't do that? That would be so annoying. It would be so dumb. Imagine if that could happen. So I think this should be a fairly easy win for Dance. I don't see Pawluski getting any income here. I guess for the +4 as well. Maybe if he hadn't shown himself here, it would have been fine. Funnily enough, he actually could have gone for the +2. Because Dance didn't try to prevent it. But now it's probably too late. Well, he actually might get the +4 here, yeah, okay. So it's now 9 versus 10 in favor of Pawluski, but of course, Dance could just go there, get a double border. And Pawluski doesn't really want to try and prevent that early on because he would lose 2 income and leave his bonus wide open. Dance is in no hurry, can just keep expanding. Pawluski, yeah. He wants this, probably so he can secure it and take the +5 next turn, but I don't know. Okay, so that's expected. Let's see if Pawluski... Oh, he doesn't expect it all. If you're gonna do that, at least use your order priority card, I would say. Gonna use your stack like that. Yeah. Or if you're not, and you don't expect downs to deploy there, then in that case you probably want to do 2 attack and then take a Lindau the rest of your armies the next turn. Yep. That breaks the 4, that brings Pawluski down to a point where he cannot recover from. And he didn't even break the +3, so it's definitely over. Ooh, and that's a big blockade as well. Also blockades his armies away. Yikes. GG to Dance. Oh no, on Dance. That was a quick tournament compared to the other ones. Alright, so we have the final versus Dance, an awesome username. Okay, I mean, once again this +4. If it's available, that +4 is just really strong, okay? Just go for it. And then a triple pick in this +4, which cannot be directly threatened, but there is this +2, the +5, and the +1 around it. Even a +3. Could still be worth it though, because you could take Bria pretty hard. The male icon is triggering you, there you go. There you go, it's just that the tournament has ended. Oh shit, oh shit, oh, ah, ah. You hate blinking icon. It requires attention, JK. Your computer wants your attention. Oh, I wasn't done looking at the rest of the picks. And is there anything nice around here? Nothing that immediately catches my eye. How it's Mbumbo. I mean, can it really though? You have to get this one already. There's not that much other initial income on the board that allows you to grab it or to contest it early on. Could be sneaky and just go for this +6. Probably not worth it, but you could be sneaky like that. I mean, can it be counted turn 1 and then you have to go to the double board at turn 2? Kind of forced to. Which the person in the bonus can predict and counter. I don't know if it can be counted, honestly. You should also run the risk. If you're in here and you go to counter this and your opponent has this, also hurts. Let's see. Also, username goes for the 1 there. I mean, the 2 turn +2 is not good. So we could go for the +4 FTB, but then he picks it 149. I might be missing a bigger picture here, but I don't see it. I understand wanting just presence here. One of these 3 picks, just one of them is good enough to control the area. But if that's your goal, just like first pick this, or second pick it. 2, 3 there, 4 there. I think if you do that, this has to be your next pick. This has to be a 5. It controls this FTB, it controls this FTB. 5, 6, 7 for the +4 FTB and 8 to cover the counter to it. I don't see if Dance ends up getting this +4 and this +2, which I think I would have as my 1, 2, 3. I don't know exactly in which order, but I think I would want this 1, 2, 3. I just don't see what he's gonna do. I just don't see what he hopes to achieve against that pick combination. You have to full deploy here to take that in that case. But then what is the point of this? I don't know. But he definitely has more experience on this map than I have, I think. So 1, 2 there, which is what I would expect. Then the 3, 4, 5 there, just go for that and both of those. In this case, you can leave this pick open. because the person in here cannot both cover this FTB and this FTB. Has to make a choice. And if you split this FTB, they still cannot stop this one. And then just 6 up there, actually, okay. 7, 8, 9, 10, just covering this area. A bit surprised the 6 is up there. I suppose it's just for a little bit of safe income. If your opponent like 1, 2, 3, and then just went for these 3 or something, you risk giving away the FTB. But then again, your opponent has to deploy to survive in here, so he probably can't even go for the FTB anyways. Okay, okay. So they actually end up splitting this, which is... or feels already extremely lucky on awesome usernames. And that he actually ended up with that pick. He's hard pressured here, but at the same time has an opportunity to take 2 income and get a double border. This just sucks for him, dude. You just have -1 income for this double pick. What are you gonna do with it? What is the plan here? That's what I'm confused about. What are we hoping to achieve from this position? And Dance has a safe +5, but it's obviously slow, but it's his only income, so he'll have to go for it. He can't not. Why would you full deploy here and then move like that? Could you not just deploy 1 there, 3 there? Take it a +2 and take this territory with 3 leftovers, so he can't take it with a 3v2. Then if he attacks this late, you already have your +2 here. Dance is just gonna go for the +5 in 2 turns. I mean, like, the double pick into the south didn't actually give him anything. There's no way you would have held that +2. Yeah, but at least you would have had some income. You would have had something to play with. It's difficult. I think the pick, just the double pick here that couldn't achieve anything, the double pick in the south, that you really couldn't do anything with, just messed you up too much already. Down's getting the safe +5 income, getting the 2 picks here, which allowed him to not have to deploy there, really helped. Now all your leftovers are in the wrong position as well. It's everything is just so unfortunate about this game for you. Oh, okay, he wants to double attack that. Okay. Okay, okay. The passive in the +4, I think you gain more by breaking the +4 than you do by completing the +2. Actually, do you? Now you gain 2, then he loses 4, you lose 1. So then you gain 3 relatively, yeah. You don't have first order, you know his stack will break yours, so you just gift. Do you want to gift here? You gift in 4 armies. There is a chance breaking the +4 breaks, fails. True, there is. But at this point you're also quite far behind. So just playing it safe and conventional is not gonna win you the game. You saw the gift happen at the end. Ah, okay. I've definitely made that mistake before as well. So like I can move my armies around and then gift it to him. Yeah, gifting here doesn't do anything, because if he wants to take it, he takes it first turn anyways. Gifting him, you just save him armies and gift him 4 extra armies. Game was already lost, but it's still funny to see the gift. They're just funny to see. And he doesn't even give a shit. No, you do break a +4, but he might just take it back behind you. Yeah, now he does. Rip, 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 rip. I think it's just picks that made it so riff for you. I'm wondering what your logic was for the 1-4 here. Because, like, I get it, you want a combination of the +4, but why 1-4? You have an FTB here, and you have an FTB here that you would like to contest. Was there any logic you wanted to cover the southwest, hence the +1? I mean, covering the southwest is fine, but any one of your 3 picks here would do it, right? Yeah, east +4 is too good to ignore. I would say this needs to be 1-2, because I think you got lucky getting a territory in there. If the move order was the other way around, you would have gone here 1, 4, 5, and then dance would have gone this 1, 2, 3, 4. So you would have lost this FTB and still be hard pressured in this FTB. Should it be 1-2 or maybe 1-3? If you really want to make sure you get something here, you could do 1-3 and then one other pick in here. But I think in the end, this game would mainly be decided by whoever gets the 2 picks in here, probably. Yeah, 3 for 5 could work. Just go for that FTB. Then you definitely need to have this +2 to cover this FTB. Yeah, it's just so difficult. I understand the need to cover this, the want to cover this. At the same time, because this is probably 1-2 worthy, and this is probably pick worthy as well. You can already assume you get 1 pick here, so your second pick will be in this bonus, and then probably your third pick might already be here. So even though on paper this is like pick 6 or 7 in this area, it's effectively your like third or fourth pick, because you can just assume you lose 1 or 2 or 3 picks in those FTBs. Get good. Hello Rufus, how are you doing? Coincidentally that you show up here, Rufus. Never expected you here. Just joins the stream to humble brag. Let's go. GG Rufus. Refuse. Well done, well picked. Well thought out. Teach me, Daddy. Yes. We all need Daddy Rufus to teach us stuff. You just need to be in Masters for that. That's easy as that, JK. Can have a trial by playing at WGL next time, and then we can see if we want to let you in, and then Rufus will teach you. So congrats to Rufus. GG to awesome username. Still got second. Still took some coins out of my bank account. Little rascal. Southwest, but the middle +4 is super good. Yeah, the middle +4 was actually much harder to counter than I initially thought. So I think outside of your initial, or outside of like, Rufus is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably was fixed, actually, on that map. Your name finally goes on the spreadsheet. You've never had your name on the spreadsheet yet? Oh no. And all the pros remember to give the map an honest rating of 5 stars. Yes. That's the only honest rating there is. So now all we need to do is wait for Fizzer's mind-blowing new update. Did you have anything to say about your new map, Rufus, by the way? Because I think it's yours, right? Is it this one? Triple Taffel? I think it's yours. Together with Lionheart. Let me see if it says in the map settings. I've assumed it was Rufus's, because I think Rufus linked it. Rufus Terminator, that man. The fuck? That man has been dead for 12 years, what the fuck? That man's still not dead. I mean, he's silent. If he's not dead, he's at least very silent. Maybe he still has private contact with some of the old masters. I don't know. I mean, what is dead will never die, JK. That is the simple truth. Not 100% certain how it works. It's actually fairly simple. It looks much more difficult than it actually is. Because it's really not that difficult. So you can't see any bonuses, but you can choose out of one of 3 colors with each own castle. It is light hard, she just helped with a template. The older version of the map was also tested with Deadman. Oh, it's already that old of a concept? You have a green castle, a red castle, and a blue castle. You need to hold one of those castles to be able to get extra income. And all of them have their unique bonuses. So if we look at this island over here, for example, we don't see anything, but if we click on the green castle, we see how the bonuses work in here. There's +2, +2, +3, and +3. That's fair. The red castle has different bonus system. We see +1, we see a big +5. And the blue one has another different bonus set. So that means that you need to look around properly which castle you want to start with, how you want to expand from your castle, and how you want to stop expansion from the other 2 castles properly. You cannot take 2 castles, because that gives you -50, puts you on 0 income for the rest of the game. Unless you take over the other castle from your enemy and then manage to blockade it. If there is a blockade card, you can do that. That puts your opponent out of the game for the rest of the game. But that's the basic concept. Like, there's just, depending on which team you are, which color castle you go for, there's different bonuses available. It takes a bit getting used to. I saw that Lionheart put in the description that he's working on a different version or a new version. I assume that's going to be one that's a bit more clear, because it's still a bit annoying to have to constantly click between multiple versions when you're playing a game to see where your opponent is, what he's going to do next, and then where you are, what you're going to do next, and how you're going to counter it. But overall, it's a pretty good system, I think. It allows you and your opponent to go for, or have different goals in terms of expansion, instead of a more static play. So it's really good. I like it. I lost versus Raglida. Sneaky little devil that he is. But then again, I've been playing at a 3-day pace without paying any attention, so I would assume Raglida would beat me in such a situation. And ADHD still going strong. Rufus, where are you, man? Or did you quit this ladder? Oh, you might have quit this ladder, didn't you? Yeah, you quit the seasonal, I think. There's no Rufus. You lose this one game. I don't even know if you did. And he's out. Can't lose the seasonal if you don't participate in the seasonal. Let's see, you lose a game. Now you're gonna be exposed, Rufus. This one? Yes. You lost 2 games. Rufus. At least you didn't lose any positions. That's good. Oh really? Why are you getting good? He was like one of the bad guys I beat, and now he's just doing this. Okay. Keep playing the seasonals, you weaklings. I think that's it already then. That was a quick tournament, so we're done fairly early. Alright, then I'll see you guys. I'll try to be on next month. I haven't been very consistently with the WGLs, but try to be the next month. Should still be available before I go on vacation. And then we'll see what template we do then. GG to Rufus and to awesome username. I'm glad you had fun. Alright guys, bye bye, see you next time.